Yo, what's up guys? Today we are back with another video. This time we will be discussing about question set 21. In the previous videos we have discussed about question set 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So yeah, in the question set 16 we have created the database and tables, following tables. So here are the tables, all the tables. So in the 17th question we have created the ER diagram. So here's the ER diagram. And in 18 we have inserted some data into the tables. So here are the data which we have inserted into these tables. So here's that. And in question 19 we have run some update, insert update delete queries. In question set 20 we have written subqueries and join queries. So that's that. So you can just pause the video right here and take a look at these questions. I think you have read the questions, so let's just dive straight into the first question. What is the highest mark obtained in the first term for mathematics? So yeah, so let's get a new query here. Okay, I'm using Navicat. You can use any other RDBMS tool such as MySQL and ADSQL. So first you have to join these student exam mark record and student exam mark record and subject table. So first term means you have to also join exam term table. So you have to join 3 tables. So select all and student exam mark record. Join exam term 1. You have to write specify the similar what do you call similar columns. Exam term will be exam term, which is the, so this is the foreign key of exam term, foreign key of the table. This is the primary key of this table, exam term table. This is the foreign key of the student exam mark record. Yeah, so this is that. In a join, what do you call it, subject, right? Subject or subject only, which is the foreign key of the subject table, and in subject table you have to specify the primary key of that table. So here's regarding the subject table, this is the primary key, and that primary key becomes the foreign key in student exam mark record table. So that column is subject and underscore id. So subject id becomes the foreign key. So you have to specify. You don't you can just reverse this, so doesn't matter. So as mark means you have to do max mark, so which is 100 for mathematics, right? So conditions, you have to state that term name should be first term and subject name should be mathematics. So that's that. So when we look at here, I mean there's no way to verify that. I think I have answered the first question, so let me answer the second question. Highest mark obtained for the second term in the science subject. Okay, so just change this to second and change this to science, and you get the highest mark for the science subject. And what is the highest mark obtained by the students for all the subject in the second term? So for all subject you have to not specify, you have to delete that, and you have to only specify the condition second term. So let me rewrite this and run this. Okay, sometimes you will get an error, so don't panic, just rewrite this and mostly you will be fine. So second term is 98.5. so that answers the third question. The fourth question suggests that which subject got the highest mark in the second term. Okay, so you have to use the subquery for this. So you have to first select the record from the student exam mark record table. So let me just select the student mark record where this mark is, where this mark belongs. Yeah, so this is the record which this marks belongs to, and you have to select the subject ID. I think you have to name the subject, so you have to select the subject ID. So here's the subject ID. So, and again you have to use a subquery for this. So you got the subject ID. Now you have to select the subject that belongs to that subject ID. So from the subject table, there subject ID in, so this is single analytic here, so you can just select only this column. So this is the single analytic here. So here's that answers the fourth question. The fifth question suggests that find the details of the students who got the highest marks in the second term. Okay, highest mark in the second term. We'll open a new query for this. So I will take here and copy here. Find all the details who got the highest mark in the second term. Highest details. Okay, so I thought maybe the same thing, but no. Find all the details of the student. Okay, so you have to find the student details. You have to find about the student which these marks belong to. So okay, you have to, I think, yeah. So be careful when copying this. So maybe some brackets, you have to manage the brackets when you copying this, so be careful with that. So again, I'm getting the record from the student exam mark record where this mark belongs, then mark in. So here's that. So we have to get the student index number and thus from this student index number. So we got the student index number. Now we have to write a subquery again for finding out who this index number belongs to. from the student table. Student, where index number in, yeah, so here are the student details. So you have to also select the class also. I will inner join the class table for here to get the class details also. So class inner join, sorry, inner join class on uh, student dot class id class dot class id. Okay, so I get this here. So index name, first name, last name, gender, and class name. So I got the details of the students, all the students. I think I have answered fifth question successfully. So let me answer the sixth question. So okay, I think I have to manage this, I think in a manageable term. I have to emit these two. So I will select, okay, how to do that. Okay, I think I was trying to find another way, but no other way but to manually write these column names, gender, contact number, that's for the student table which we want to. So in the class table, okay, so let me specify this as t1 on t1. So I select all from class, select all, not all, class id, class name, yeah, so that's that. You can't get the okay, you need to specify this, right? t1 dot class name, right? Yeah, now you get a more what do you call it, sorted answer from here. So that's that. So when you create a table, you have to just put t1 here to specify. So this is like a custom table, so you need to specify like a name for that table. You can use like the keyword as, so doesn't matter. Okay, this the like the same thing. So this table belongs, so these columns you don't have to specify which table you want to get, because it is all exists within the student table, but this class name column exists within the t1 table, so you have to specify the table name and put a dot here and the class name, then the specific column you want to get. So that answers the fifth question, I think. Yeah, let me answer the sixth question. Sixth question suggests that find the details of student who got the highest marks in mathematics in the first term examination and the class which we were studying. Okay, so highest mark, so you need to specify this. Again, you can use the same query, I think. Yeah, the class you study, right? So you need to change this to first first, and class subject to subject name to mathematics. You have to specify the conditions. Mathematics. So that's that. So first term, and the subject is mathematics. For the highest marks, yeah, it's the highest marks. So that's that. I think I have done something wrong in here because you don't need the class name. I think for this you don't need the class name, because I think if they need the class name, they will specify it like here, and the class which you are studying like that, like this. So okay, what's wrong here? Okay, so okay, I think, let me erase this. Okay, thank god that works. Yeah, so here's the fifth query, answer for the fifth query, and here's the answer for the sixth query. Sixth question, fifth question's answer is this, fifth question's answer is this, sixth question's answer is this. So that's that. So I think that wraps up the video. So thank you guys for watching, and peace.